You're listening to My Band Rocks, an audio biography, and my name is Keir DuBois. I'm not a real musician, but I play one on the internet. Since 1996, I've been a bassist and lyricist in several Southern California bands and side projects. The Mojo Wire, Honey White, Low Tide, Rad Blaster, and my own solo releases. In this podcast, I'm going to tell you all about it. And in this episode, I mostly talk about Honey White's fourth and strongest live album, Deluge and Drought. I also cover a bit of Saturated Songs, our third and weakest live disc, now long out of print but still briefly represented on the Some Reassembly Required compilation. Moody studio rock epics don't often do well live, at least not without a killer stage presentation and plenty of smoke, mirrors, and playback. Forcing a live show to duplicate a band running amok in the studio can spell doom for many rock groups, but for Honey White it was just another way for us to be creative. When logistics finally eclipsed our band's gig and rehearsal time, the music meant more, so letting it speak for itself proved the right and best thing to do. Our third and fourth live albums start where the previous two left off, blotting indie rock posterity with songs from shows supporting our debut studio album How Far Is the Fall. The two discs present our most adventurous music as a complete progression, from tentative muddiness on Saturated Songs to casual confidence on Deluge and Drought. We road-tested new material as fast as our sonic vocabulary allowed. By early 2004, we dropped almost all the covers and speedy Mojo Wire songs from live sets in order to make room for extended epics like Sweet Oblivion, Keep Moving, and Famous Last Words. Those songs anchored most new gigs, but we still spiked each show with energetic bursts like Unprofessional to keep things lively.
Oh, here we come now, here we come, it's Unprofessional. For we know better, we know best, and we'll deliver the best. You're all love, you'll never know if it's a revelation. You're all love, the payoff isn't any consolation.
Our 2005 shows achieved a more ideal balance while staying within the 1 hour mark, with sets ebbing and flowing to suit each gig. Mid-tempo tunes like Island Fever, and Mercy Rule.
Too many hours later.
met the audience halfway between both the longer, slower songs and harder, faster stuff like Bottle Rocket, and Bryn's new Nightfall. That pacing worked best when our bookings changed in size and space, with multiple appearances at theater-sized venues on our home turf in Santa Barbara, and club-level shows farther away in Ventura and Los Angeles. Saturated Songs documents how that began, with Bryn, Brian, Bill, and I shaking off dust and working out our recently reassembled sonic identity. That felt easier on familiar stages like Giovanni's and the Wildcat Lounge, but the mushy sound from those cramped venues ended up spoiling most of the recordings. Our latent skills were still sharp, thanks to frequent rehearsals years earlier, but after 6 months off we were definitely rusty. The songs didn't flow together yet. Many new ones sounded undercooked, especially to rowdy bar crowds. Fresh tunes like Let Go and Sean Goes to Africa worked well, but the murky Leviathans still dominated. Sweet Oblivion, Keep Moving, Famous Last Words, and an extended Dead Man cover. The My Band Rocks era songs rounding out the compilation, Wayfaring Stranger,
I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'll just go and overdrawn.
The Sandman,
The cracking, splitting silence is astonishingly bold. The alley suffered tremors and the low key rocked and rolled. The radio can reach the only car out on the road. When we hear the lonely station static, then we know.
and Bryn's solo take of Lightning Rod.
Tonight the town's electric, and I'm a lightning rod.
really hold their own in comparison. At the time, I thought another limited live CDR would be the only way to release these songs. So against my better judgment, I rushed out Saturated Songs in June 2004. My timing was terrible. Half the band was moving away, and we'd unexpectedly landed some studio time in San Francisco, which we knew we couldn't waste. It was a great opportunity to capture our revitalized sound. A newly fused rhythm section plus experimental effects and soaring vocals. 8 of the 10 How Far Is the Fall songs had solidified on stage, so we tracked most of the album live for basics, stretching each song to its limit when overdubbing and mixing. We guessed correctly that if they began as organic performance-based things, they'd always work well at gigs, no matter what the album sounded like. Everything fell into place at the 2005 and 2006 gigs recorded for Deluge and Drought. We played fewer shows, hampered by time, space, and the 40-hour work week. But since the gigs were rare, more people showed up. Higher profile venues with better acoustics made for more assured performances, and cleaner, punchier recordings. My trusty Roland VS890 captured better takes of everything underserved on Saturated Songs, plus strong debuts of Island Fever, Blacking Out,
Suddenly it's all about denial on a bender, and everyone's so easily impressed. Suddenly it's all about the easiest surrender, and definitely blacking out the rest.
and Nightfall.
Brightest light I've known.
Minimalist remix of Lightning Rod, and One Last Hallelujah,
And if you're going back to town alone, better keep that halo out of sight, and don't sing one last hallelujah before we say goodnight.
also made the cut. Brian and Bryn replicated and often emulated their studio effects on the spot, embellishing everything, from Bryn's crunchy tremolo in Let Go, Ebo in famous last words. To Brian's liquid textures on Blacking Out. And stratospheric solos on Island Fever and Sweet Oblivion. Bill and I got to shine too. My minimal bass lines had more room to swagger, and Bill's new snare drum punctuated everything like a gunshot. Deluge was a big step up in composition, performance, and recording quality, so it was the first Honey White live album to get wide exposure. In addition to the normal 50-copy CDR run, I'd sent it to all the web-based music stores alongside our studio releases. It was even our first disc of previously released material because I'd already uploaded rough mixes of all our recorded shows to sites like the Live Music Archive. Sadly, that didn't matter enough to balance out the prolonged stretches of downtime between gigs, which slowly deflated our ambition. By 2005, we all lived in different corners of California. So rehearsals were rare but still fun. But booking gigs became a chore once we got frustrated by the precipitous next level of the music business. We didn't care about jumping through more hoops after that year's logistical hurdles. Lopsided, pay-to-play contracts, ramped-up promo demands, sharing marquee space with 5 other bands, and other stressful choices unrelated to creativity all sucked the fun out of playing live. The end result was that Honey White put on our final, deliberately lower profile show halfway through 2006, on our own terms. By the time I completed and released Deluge and Drought in July 2007, we hadn't played live for about a year. We hadn't even practiced for 2 months. Our last rehearsal was right before Brian moved to Washington, D.C. for good. Deluge became a strong way to end our 5-year run, because even while wrapping it up, Honey White was obviously done, at least in a regular gigging sense. When we finally did reconvene in late 2010, we had a ready-made template of how to do it well, thanks to the creative process captured on these 2 live albums. Deluge and Drought was compiled by me, Keir DuBois, in 2007 at My Band Rocks HQ in Ventura, California, from digital live recordings I made in 2005 and 2006, produced by Honey White at gigs all over Southern California. The players were Bryn DuBois on vocals and guitar, Brian Wolf on guitar and backing vocals, me, Keir DuBois, on vocals and bass guitar, and Billy Feddersen on drums and percussion. All songs written by Honey White and or the Mojo Wire, copyright 2001 to 2007. Except Wayfaring Stranger, which is traditional, arranged by Bryn DuBois and Honey White, and Dead Man, written by Neil Young, administered by Silver Fiddle Music. All rights reserved. That's all for this episode of the My Band Rocks Audiobiography. My name is Keir DuBois. All recollections herein are mine, and if I'm wrong, I welcome any corrections or clarifications from my former bandmates, or anyone else who was there. I'll return with another episode soon. Follow my infrequent band posts at MyBandRocksPod on Instagram and Twitter, or visit mybandrocks.com for a little more info. Thanks for listening.